Marco. So I have a question. All right. Can anybody see a little logo in the corner of the video that says subscribe, all things serious? Can anybody see that logo? Just asking. Okay, hold on. Give me just a moment. All right. I don't know why it's not cancel view channel. It should be there. It should be there. I think it should be on the top right. I can't change it. I can't change it. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'll figure it out. I want to get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay. All right. Because me and I hope people can hear me. All right. It was supposed to be on the bottom right hand corner or left hand corner, whatever direction I'm looking at. Jesse Cat, how you doing? Jenna, Emily, DJ Rogue Knox, Shoemaker. So I got a new overlay. So me and Jenna have been working in the backgrounds for some new logos. It's not showing up. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm wondering if it makes a difference if you're on a PC. Just wondering. Okay. Nope. YouTube. YouTube. Because let me get out of here. Let me exit out. Okay. All right. I have to figure it out. It might be after I process the video and then it shows up. I have no clue. So I have a new logo. All right. Tell me what you guys think of this. What do you guys think of that overlay? That's a new logo that a subscriber, a member, a mod created. So Jenna created that for me. All right. So we could give her a round of applause. She created that for me. So today's live is going to be talking about people pleasers. A lot of us know people pleasers. Jenna, thank you. Thank you. LOL. Okay, I can see it. It's in the corner. It's just very, very small. If you're on a PC, it's very, very small. Okay. All right. It's super tiny. I got to figure out how to make it bigger. How to make it bigger. Yeah. I'm going to move this light in a little bit. Okay. Take the glasses off. Fix the hat. I'm not hood. I'm not a gangster. All right. That's better. The beard is getting weird. I'm telling you that right now. It's getting weird. It's getting bigger. It's getting fuller. Before you know it, I'm going to look like Grizzly Adams. All right. I got to exit out of Discord. It keeps bothering me. So, people pleasers. I was doing some research. And I was like, is this me? Is this me? Is this you? So, a people pleaser is typically someone everyone considers helpful and kind. When you need help with a project or someone to help you study for an exam, or they're more than willing to step up. If you recognize yourself in the above description, you may be a people pleaser, not just a project. It could be anything. You know, somebody calls you in a time of need, you're going to be there every time. Okay. If you recognize yourself in the above description, you may be a people pleaser. But at some point, constantly making yourself available to others can take an emotional toll. And you may find that you neglect your own needs because you fear disappointing others when they ask you for help. So, yes, is that there so people can click on it and subscribe? If so, you might want to just have it say in big letters subscribe. Okay. We'll work on that. Okay. April Tobin, how are you doing? It's good seeing you in here, young lady. So I'm going to share screen so you guys can see where I'm reading from. Share screen. So you can read along with me. What are signs of a people pleaser? So, how do you know whether you're a nice person or someone who fits the profile of a people pleaser? It's one thing that you want to help others because it's part of your nature. This is back to the nature versus nurture conversation. But people pleasers are often end up being taken advantage of by others. Signs you may be a people pleaser can include agreeing with whoever is in front of you. Many of us learn how to politely listen to others as part of our social skills. That can be veer into people pleasing behavior if you're constantly agree with people because you want to earn their admiration and not because you believe what you're saying. Anybody experienced that? Has anybody been standing in front of somebody and they're conversating with you and you just agreeing with what they're saying? You know, that's a people pleaser. Me, I'm the opposite. If I don't agree with what you're saying, you might not like it. I'm going to tell you. So now, back in the heyday, when I was afraid to offend people or upset people, I would just agree with them. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. I understand. I'll help you. I'll be there for you. And I would do it because I'm a man of my word. Okay. Years ago, before I knew how to, speak up for myself, I used to be that guy. So I used to be the guy that would be afraid to speak my mind because I didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I didn't want, to offend somebody. So now apologizing for things that aren't your fault. Who uses the word sorry constantly? Always sorry for something they didn't do. I used to say sorry for things I didn't do. People pleasers often make themselves responsible for the emotional responses of others. If someone feels bad, you may blame yourself or fear that person thinks you're the problem. It's good to say you're sorry if you've hurt someone, but there may be a deeper issue if you're frequently apologizing for things you have no control over. That's the struggle with people pleasers. Okay. I used to be a people pleaser until I grew out of it. Not being able to say no. If you find it difficult to tell others no when they ask you for something, you may be a people pleaser. Many people pleasers prefer making up excuses later to get out of a commitment instead of saying no from the start. If you do follow through, you can regret not having the strength to stand up for yourself. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? So, Carrie said, no, I don't do that, but I do go out of my way to please people. Sadly, not in return. Like they don't give it back to you, but I keep doing it. My daughter has taken after me that way. Seems she always gets hurt also. I will tell you this, okay, and I agree with what you said because in my younger years, in my 20s, the same thing. I went through the same exact thing. Okay, went through the same exact thing. So for those of you who are new here, um, you will realize in this chat, in this community, you're all accepted. You can speak your mind, say how you feel. If there's something that's bothering you, you can put it out there, and we'll respond to your situation. Not being able to say no, I just read that. Yes. Changing your personality depending on who's around you. Okay. All right. So, a lot of people will put on a front. That's my opinion. That's what I think. A lot of people will put on a front depending on who's there. A lot of people will act a certain way, be a certain way, talk a certain way when other people are around just to please them. Okay. I used to do the same thing. I used to act like a totally different person around certain people because I wanted to make them happy. I used to put on a front just to make people happy. I was never me. And when I started being me and started being who I am as a person, things around me started to change. And I started to realize who my true friends were. But this says people pleasers tend to shift their behavior and attitude to match that of the person or group. That can lead to you acting in ways that are out of your character or participating in actions you disagree with just to fit in socially. People pleasers tend to do anything possible to avoid conflict, even if it means turning into an entirely different person. Perfect example. Perfect example. I lived that for a very long time up until I quit drinking and turned my life around. That was me. I always tried to fit in. I always tried to be somebody I wasn't. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you in here have experienced that too. Okay. You had to turn the camera off. My mom just got home. All right, I'm back. Stay out of the camera for you, Ma.
Hello, whoever.
My mom's like, hello, whoever. uh, Rody Gal, how you doing? So back to people pleasers, okay? Your worth depends on how others see you. People pleasers need validation from others to feel good about themselves. They go to extremes to earn words of praise from others. The confidence of a people pleaser rises and falls based on how others perceive them. So there's a handful of things that, yes, Brody Gal, I used to be a people pleaser too. Now I just speak my mind. And I wish I could teach those around me, you know, and it's hard to speak your mind. If if somebody does something wrong to you, you got to say it. You got to speak it. And if you're changing who you are around certain people, you need to eliminate those people out of your circle. Or if they can't accept you for you, they're not worth your time and you're not worth their time. You know, what's going on, Shameless? How you doing? It's good blah blah blah. Seeing you in here. So Shameless said, evening. Ooh, this is something I think I need to practice more. I don't have an issue with that, rather the opposite, where I speak my mind when I should probably withhold. Yeah, that could get you in trouble too when you speak your mind too much. That can happen. Yes. That can happen. That can ruin relationships. You just say what needs to be said and move on. That's how I look at it. Like when I'm in a conversation with somebody and they do something that offends me, yes, balance. Balance. I think every human in life should have balance. Be who you are, or just be you. If somebody does something to offend you, speak your mind and move on. You know, you got it off your chest, it's done and over with. You can't fix what's already been broken. You can't fix what's already been done. Okay. If somebody does something to offend you, just say, you know, say how you feel. And if they don't apologize for it, it ain't worth your time. If they apologize for it, accept it, move on. It depends on the situation now. It depends on the situation also. So I'm just talking about people pleasers. Cool gamer, how you doing? So, but back to the effects. So effects of being a people pleaser. If you're not in a constant people pleaser mode, you may lose sight of who you are. May not have no idea of what truly means, what truly makes you happy. People pleasers may spend so much time trying to please others that they don't know what to do with themselves. If there's no one asking them for something, constant people pleasing behavior can lead to lack of self care. I don't like these ads popping up. I wish I could just get rid of them. Constantly devoting yourself to meeting the needs of others can cause you to neglect your own. You may find yourself getting sick or mentally burned out from the pressure of trying to please everyone. George, my neighbor, how are you doing? Built up resentment. You may find yourself bottling up anger because you feel that people take advantage of you. That can lead you to make passive aggressive comments and show signs of your frustration. You may start pulling away from people instead of letting them know what's going on and working to improve the situation. Inability to enjoy yourself. The stress from constant people pleasing can make it hard to enjoy simple pleasures like going out for ice cream or watching your favorite TV show. Committing yourself to a lot of different things can make it hard for you to wind down and relax because of constant stress. So, you know, I'm going to go back to the lack of self care. And this speaks. People are constantly devoting themselves. I used to devote myself to every single person I knew, and I neglected myself, my own happiness. The lack of self care. Okay, and a lot of us struggle with that. Believe it or not, a lot of us, that are watching or listening at home, a lot of us do struggle with that. Focusing on our well being instead of always focusing on somebody else's well being. You always got to put yourself first before you can put anybody else first. Well, see that's caring, Carrie. I don't think that I would want one of my friends. Echo Spikes, how are you doing? I would want one of my friends if I was sick. I would want one of my friends to bring me food if I was sick. Alibi. So we're talking about being a people pleaser. pleasing people, making people happy. You know, instead of Debo, what's going on? What's today? Saturday. How are you doing? Good to see you in chat. I think Smitty's sleeping, Miss P. I think Smitty's sleeping. And if he's awake, he'll pop in with the hashtag don't care, hashtag do care. You know, so but back to people pleaser. How to make space for yourself. Take a step back and look at where you're spending most of your time and energy. Keep track of how often you say yes when someone asks you for something. Think about how you feel in those moments. Taking stock of the times you were unable to give a firm no. Can you help people recognize those situations in the future and give a different response? Look for this pattern in your people pleaser behavior. There may be people that you feel more of a compulsion to try and satisfy. Your actions may be a way to recover from the hurt they caused you in the past. Start recognizing your limits and placing boundaries around how you spend your time. Think about how much bandwidth you really have before making commitments. Try to expand your energy only on those things that align with your values and make you feel good. Yeah, I agree with that, Emily. It's also not good to keep score when doing kind things for people. That is so true. Hen, just call me Hen, has entered the building. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Shift happens. It's good seeing you in here, Shift. How are you doing? See, wow. No. Echo Spice. She said, Echo Spice said, my trap was doing things for others and waiting for permission to take time for me. I've been reminded that I need to let people know I need it, and there it is. You need to. You need time for you. You know, I hope you're having a wonderful evening, Shift. It's good seeing you up in here. Um, you need to tell people when it's your time, it's your time. When you're doing you, you're doing you. And if people can't handle it, they can't handle it. It is what it is. You know, some people need to take time and go to the spa. Some people need to take time and just, go for a drive and be by themselves and enjoy their free time. And if they can't handle it, then whatever. Yes, self care is not selfish. And I agree with that. I agree with that Shift. That's a good point. So, I've been on these YouTube streets. I started my YouTube channel, and I've learned a lot about myself along the way, on what type of person I used to be, on what type of person I am, you know, and my struggles and you guys' struggles. And what's crazy is a lot of you struggle similarly with things I struggle with. And that's the reason why a lot of us relate to each other. And there's nothing wrong with being by yourself once in a while. Okay. I get it now. It's eco, right? Instead of echo, it's eco spice. Is that right? Eco spice? Just asking. Is it eco? Eco. All right. and and you're hilarious. It's okay. Hey, I learned something new every day. I learned something new every day. You know, if you ain't learning something new, you ain't learning at all. If you ain't learning something new, you ain't living at all. You got to live to learn. Just because you read a book don't mean you learned anything. Anybody can read. You gotta start thinking and living in order to gain more knowledge, because you're living, you're learning by experience. Life is experience. Us chickens need to help out, eh? The knit was hitting the right spot and all. You owe me a scratching now, and uh, 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 I love chat. I love chat. So some of the things you guys say is hilarious to each other. So like if anybody's coming in and reading comments, they're on a whole nother Richter scale. If you're coming in and you're reading chat, yes, ZD. So this is part of the chat in the live because I've already talked about people pleasers. Put a one in chat if you understood what people pleasers were. And if you are a people pleaser, put a two in chat if you didn't understand. Okay. Nicole. So, okay. Partially reformed people pleaser, but still do it more than I would like. Yes, Eco. Thanks to good people, I'm starting to figure out that I can people please on my own terms if I manage to find the right environment. You know, I'm going to drop the link, and if anybody wants to come up, they're more than welcome. More than welcome. I don't drop it all the time, but I'm going to drop it. So, whoever's in chat, if you want to come up on panel and have a conversation, you're more than welcome. I'm opening it up to the floor. You know, Vibrant, what's going on, brother? I don't please people. I scare them. uh, I don't please people. I scare them. Now I just open up the panel. I drop the link. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome. It's all right, Jenna. So, okay, Hen, you're more than welcome to come up. Eco could come up too. Devos can come up too. You know, I'd say Emily could come up, but no, she ain't there yet. ZD can come up. You've been on panel before. And Vibrant, you're welcome to come up and say hi. This is the part of the stream where we go off the panels because we've already done the you can turn your camera off. There you go. Let me get my headphones on.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
You know, I'm just doing, you know, the Italian accent. Like, how you doing, Capiche?
I'm grabbing my boba tea. I went to Marshall's the other day and they have boba tea kits. And I'm so excited now because now I just go into my kitchen and I make a boba tea.
So are you a people pleaser?
Hell no.
Okay. All right. Just asking.
No, I mean,
Because-
I wanted to thank you because actually, before tonight, I was actually thinking that a people pleaser was somebody who just goes with the flow, doesn't make too many waves, or But then when you started to read it and say that it was more of a person who would like betray their own thoughts just to make other people happy, I'm like, that's not me. So, my core, I always stick up for my core. I don't betray myself to make other people happy. And I think that's why I'm happy.
And that happens with some of us. A good portion of us are just like you. Another portion of us is what I used to be like, always making other people happy, not saying how I felt. You know, instead of speaking your mind, you're like, yes, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. Yeah.
Oh.
So now I'm like, it is what it is. You got to speak your mind. If somebody's doing something that pisses you off, instead of trying to make them feel happy and whatever, I don't know. It's just that I'm me. I don't apologize for somebody else's screw up. If you screwed up, I'm not saying sorry.
No.
You screwed up. That's on you.
But what I'm starting to think, Emily and I were talking in the chat, that there's a lot of people that'll say I'm sorry, but more meaning excuse me. Like instead of an actual I'm sorry. So sometimes we think people are saying I'm sorry too much, and it's because they're using it in the sense of excuse me instead of really an apology. So I don't know. But I do say I'm sorry in that sense. When I'm apologizing, when I'm truly apologizing, I put out a worthy apology. I say what I did wrong, what I'm apologizing for, how I'm going to correct it, if I can correct it.
Yep.
So my apology is so much different than just saying I'm sorry.
But your actions speak it too.
Yeah.
Because I always tell people, I said, don't say sorry, just don't do it again. Acknowledge you were wrong and just don't do it again. I tell people actions speak louder than words. If you come to me and say sorry, I've been told sorry so many times, it's not even funny. I'm like, I want to hear you say I apologize and prove to me that you actually meant it and not do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Like I apologize for doing this and don't do it again. Because if you do it again, that's it. You lied to me. You apologize for something.
If you do it, if you do it again, it becomes abuse. That's how I look at it. When somebody apologizes and then goes back and does it again, that becomes abuse. I don't care. People sometimes they don't, I think they do more so now than they used to, but before they didn't acknowledge mental abuse as much as they did physical abuse. And when people hurt you and then they say they're sorry and they go back and do it again, that is abuse. Just like physical abuse. When they physically hit you and say they're sorry and bring the flowers, bring the chocolates, do whatever, and then come back and do it again, that's abuse. So,
Yep.
you can't keep apologizing and thinking it's going to make everything okay. Doesn't work that way.
I like that. Eco said,
Yeah.
to me, an apology without some show of understanding isn't really complete. Like, sorry for what? Do you even know what you're apologizing for? So
exactly.
true. So
And it's
true.
the only way you can correct yourself. That it's not just doing the person, it does a world of good to the person you're apologizing, but it does you so much more because you're actually correcting your actions by stating that.
Yep. Hen, just
Hello.
call me Hen.
I
Has
almost
entered
forgot.
the
Hey,
house.
Hen.
I almost forgot to close YouTube. I think you added me as I closed YouTube. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm gonna do it twice.
Take
your shoes off, put up your feet, make yourself comfortable.
Oh, they're already off. My feet are already
Okay.
off.
I wanted to say, Emily was saying, I have a problem saying no to plans or events I know I have no interest in going to. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. And I have a little bit of a side story to something like that, if you don't mind. I wanted to share. I had my cousin come from Italy, and she spoke English. Not very, very good English, but she spoke enough to get by. And so I would take her here, I'd take her there. I asked her if she wants to go, and she said, I don't care. I'm like, okay. So, when we say we don't care, that means yes or no. It's don't go out of your way, but I'll go if you want me to go, right? Isn't that how you all understand I don't care?
Yep.
And
yeah.
So anyways, we were going to Atlantic City. And I said, oh, you want to go to the casinos? And she goes, no, I don't care. And I'm like, then her tone was changing. And I'm like, and I said, yeah, we'll go. We can go after dinner. We'll go to the casino. And she's like, no. I don't want to go to the casino. I don't care. I said, oh my God, Ellie, are you kidding me? This whole time you've been saying, I don't care. You meant no. So she didn't say, I don't care to go. Had she said to me, I don't care to go, I would have known. Well, there's a better part to this. The reason she was saying she does not care to go to the casino is because where we call them casino here, in Italian, if you say casino, that's the house of ill repute. So she thought I was taking her to a whorehouse on top of it.
Oh, dear.
Talk about getting lost in translation. But anyway, Emily, you made me think of that when you wrote that.
I would actually like to respond to what Emily said as well. So instead of saying, yeah, I'll come, because you don't really want to go, you just say, if I can get there, I'll be there, but I'm not making any promises. That way you're not letting people down. And you're not upsetting them. You just say, if I can get there, I'll be there. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be available, or something along them lines. So you're not saying outright no and hurting their feelings, but you're also not making a promise to be somewhere you don't want to go.
I mean, we all have to compromise in life.
Mhm.
I mean, there are things that
Yeah.
we all have to say. Sometimes we're going to
Yeah.
go to somewhere we don't want to go, but for the
Yeah.
most part, yeah, that's a good idea to state it that way.
It's not an
Ali-
outright no. It's a, if I can get there, I will. I'm not sure if I'm going to be available.
Alibi said, my ex-boyfriend always used to say, I'm sorry for whatever I just did.
Yeah.
Oh my
If you don't
God.
know what you did, then you can't be sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I will not say sorry unless I mean sorry. You know, because there's no point. If you don't mean sorry, then what's the point? It's not. It's a waste of a word. It's a waste of a word, and we use too many words that are wasteful.
Yeah.
But it's just a word, and if you don't put meaning behind it, then that word loses its value.
Yep.
And it's a very important word.
Mhm.
Sorry isn't a very important word.
Mm-hmm.
I like the word apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you put more energy in saying I apologize than you do is I'm sorry.
Yes, yeah. I would use
I like that, Eddie.
more of a sarcastic way, though. I apologise. You're an arse wipe. And
Juanita, hello.
you
Hello,
don't like
Juanita.
what I'm saying.
I'm Juanita.
But yeah,
So
go on.
So my thing is, right, is I've heard the word sorry so many times in my life
Mhm.
that I tell people sorry is a poor excuse for a word.
Yes. Well, I don't think it is. If it's used properly, it's a great word. But people just throw it about willy-nilly.
Yes. So I tell people, I've always said to people around me, if you mean it, you'll show it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I tell people. If you apologize, it is what it is. Just don't do it again. Like with like I used to please people so bad that I would apologize for something they did.
Yeah.
If we were out in public
Mm.
and a friend of mine did something offensive, I'm like, yo, bro, I apologize. I won't let it happen again. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
didn't mean for this to happen. Like I'm sticking up for their stupidity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm apologizing on their behalf.
I think that's quite common, though, that you will apologise for someone else's behaviour.
Which we shouldn't be.
But you do, because their behaviour reflects on you.
Yeah,
As a
you're
people
kind of
pleaser.
acknowledging that they're your friends and you brought them there, and you're shame. That's shame to me.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My friend is a complete and utter arsehole. Don't think I'm like him. That's what that is. That's what that apology is.
Yep. And then afterwards, if you're not putting your friend in check, you're just as bad as he is.
I agree.
Yep. Yeah. Now, if you're talking about apologizing to somebody who has that, I hate to throw out the word narcissistic because it's used so much, but has that narcissistic personality or tendency, and you find yourself apologizing because they flipped the script on you.
Yeah.
That's a different story. That is very much people pleasing in a very, very, very toxic way.
Yeah, that's a situation I'm dealing with, and I'm refusing to apologise because I've done nothing wrong. Because I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
But years ago, I probably would have. I'll say, I'm sorry, I've upset you. I'm sorry, I've made you angry. And I'm like, hang on, what did I do to make you angry? Because you're angry because you're guilty, and you're feeling guilty. That's why you're getting angry.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I always say, just think of yourself, and unless you have some kind of like anger management problem, and I can't speak from that because I don't have that, but any person who doesn't have that, and you think about, there's not too many things that make you angry.
Mm-hmm.
And usually when you get angry, it's at yourself. It's sometimes harder to face yourself in the mirror, so we lash out at others.
Yeah.
So most of the time when people are angry at you, they're not really angry at you. They're angry at themselves.
Yeah. And they're using you as a punching bag, metaphorically. Hopefully metaphorically.
Punching bag.
Yeah.
Yep. I had a friend that used to use me as a punching bag, metaphorically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's why me and that person are longer friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if he had a crappy day, he took it out on me.
Yeah. I had a son like that.
Or if he didn't get up in time, he took it out on me. You know, like if we had to go to work and we had to be to work at a certain hour, I'm not your babysitter. I'm not your wife. I'm your friend, but I'm not going to tell you what time you got to go to bed and what time you got to be up for work.
Oh.
You know,
that's
yes.
Probably accidentally booted themselves.
Yeah, I think.
Did everyone cut off? What's going on?
Can you hear me, Vibrant?
I can hear you. Yeah. Oh my man, everything started going crazy.
Somebody's got YouTube in the background, or I'm echoing.
It's not me. There's a buzz.
It might be my phone. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah, it's my phone. Sorry. I just woke up basically.
Oh, damn, Vibrant.
Yeah. Well, that's me. I'm on new meds and all that stuff. I did a deep clean of my computer. I just got a really cool, which I had to call. I'm missing some parts. I had to call and get it fixed, but I ordered this cool duster. It's like electronic duster for my computer. But yeah, I did a deep clean of my computer and I plugged everything back. I'm starting to have issues now, so I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to do some checking on all electronics and stuff.
CT's internet dropped her out. I don't know if she wants to come back.
I have something to say. I know 3 little words that are overused a lot in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. That's basically the way to keep somebody in your hook, in your grasp.
Yeah.
Instead of I'm sorry.
Even I like you. I like you. I like you. After you've just spent 10 minutes shouting at someone. But I like you. But I like you. What? Clearly you don't like me, otherwise you wouldn't talk like that to me. You know?
Yeah. Well, I would say that I'm not a people pleaser. I say controversial stuff. And even in my music, I mean, so people don't like my thoughts and stuff, but I'm more logic than most people because so many people are too gullible nowadays.
Well, I used to be much more of a people pleaser. And then I realized that people take advantage of you when you're a people pleaser, and then they drop you when you're no longer useful to them.
Mm-hmm.
But on my channel, I have a safe word because I want to please my audience. If someone's uncomfortable with where the conversation's going, they put the safe word in the chat, or they say the safe word on panel, so that we change the subject. But you can't please everyone.
No.
Sometimes someone will say something in the chat that annoys someone else. And what are you meant to do? Just tell people don't type in your chat? No, you can't do that. If you don't like it, ignore it. When we're having
that's how you drive viewers away, is when you tell people what to do.
Yeah. But when we're having a conversation up here, for example, if it got a bit too heavy for someone in your chat, you could redirect it if you knew
Yeah.
it was hurting that person in the chat.
And I can so easily redirect any conversation.
So can I. It normally ends up talking about sex, toilets, food, or weather. They're the main subjects.
So Emily said, I don't think I'm a people pleaser in my opinion on topics. I can hold strong to those more in my interactions with people.
So, did CT want to come back up? Because I don't know if she's got a link to come back up.
Let me post a link.
I mean, I also see it as, I mean, I don't want to be a poser. Like, I am who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I wear my dark clothes. I'll wear controversial clothes. Mainly metal band clothes. Like,
So you please yourself.
I please myself in a good way, not a bad way, guys.
But we all need to learn to do that more often.
Yeah, I mean, I am who I am. Like, I don't like if so here's one thing about me, and this is even when I was young and at the club singing karaoke and winning competitions and stuff. The thing was, is I have a friend that was a womanizer, or he was all pick up women, lines of women, and checklists and all this stuff. Well, he challenged me to meet people in a club and stuff. And the thing is, it's so damn hard because this girl comes over and the way she talks or the way she acts like she's better than everybody else, it completely just ruins the whole thing for me. I'm like, I'm sick of this. I'm not going to do this. And that's I guess a me thing, but I'm very particular with, even if the girl is beautiful, even if they seem like they're cool, once they start acting like they're above everyone else, that's a complete shutout for me. Like, I don't see them as kind of a person. I see them as like a poser or a problem, right? And that's always been me. But that's why I don't meet people at clubs. I'm usually sitting at the bar by myself, getting my drinks, and then every now and then, if I sing a song people like, they'll give me all these drinks, which I don't drink anymore, but they'll give me all these drinks, and that's the only time I ever interacted with people, was just to say thank you, because they got me this line of shots or beers and all this stuff because they like the song I was singing. So I'm very, I don't know. I'm a little bit of a different person than most. That's why, well, here in my area, it's controversial with the music that I write and things like that. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't care if I hurt people's feelings and stuff with my music. If they don't understand the lyrics to my stuff, then it means they don't understand the pain that people go through. So,
but when you when you see people acting like they're better than everyone else, or saying that they're better than everyone else, you know, when you've got someone shouting at you, you think I'm better than you, you think you're better than me, you think you're better than me. My response is, I am better than you.
well, see, that's the thing. But I wouldn't respond. Then that's me. I don't respond to stuff like that. I just roll my eyes and turn away.
Yeah.
And I might do a song about it. I might put in a request for a song. There's some like Limp Bizkit song, like Break Stuff is one that I would put in to reply to somebody like that.
Yeah.
And I would sing that with because I will change it. Like, I put a little bit of grit in my songs and stuff, the growls or whatever. But I would sing it and I would be facing them as I'm doing it, even though they don't exist. Because when I'm doing music and stuff like that, everyone kind of disappears. It's like it's just me in my bubble. But it's funny because I'll sing songs that are directed towards people, and if they don't get the message, they don't get the message. That means they don't listen.
Emily, you might be a bit more like me, so I don't like letting people down. If I say I'm going to do something, I want to do it. And if me saying I'm going to do something relies on other people as well, I get frustrated with the other people that let me down, causing me to let other people down. That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
You know, so I mean, I used to run events and festivals and things, and I had a group of volunteers underneath me. And if someone in that group says, yeah, I can do that, not a problem, and 2 weeks later I'm chasing them up and they haven't done it, I'm then having to do it myself. I get frustrated. Why say you're going to be able to do something if you can't do it or you aren't willing to commit the time? I won't do that. If I'm going to say I'm going to do something, I'll do something. And if I don't do it, I will sincerely apologise, because I do not like letting people down. That's probably my biggest people pleasing thing. I don't like letting people down.
No, really, the only person I apologize to is my son sometimes. But other than that, I don't really go out and mingle with human beings, so I don't really have to apologize so much. I like to stay in my little bubble away from people.
See, me, I'm a people person, not a
Mm.
people pleaser. I'm a people person. So I'm the type of person where I like to be out in public, where if I see somebody, drive safe, Brooke. If I'm out in public and I see one of my friends or acquaintance that I know that's going through a bad day and I can read it, they're not expressing it, but you can read it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I shake their hand and I give them a hug.
Yeah.
And usually within that split second, that mood changes because of that hug.
You're an empath.
Yes. I can feel when somebody's going through something and I just give them a hug. I don't say nothing to them, just give them a hug.
The only problem with being an empath is it can be draining at times.
Oh, it is sometimes. It is. I'm not gonna lie. Sweet and Sleuthy, how you doing? It's good seeing you.
Hi, sweet. And hope you had a great day, Brooke.
Yep,
Yeah, I
she's
just
driving
read
home.
that. Brooke went shopping. I'm jealous of that. I love shopping.
I don't, because it means being peoply. You have to be peoply when you go shopping.
Oh,
People.
Peoply.
I don't think so. I go and I get in a zone when I go shopping, and I don't even have to spend money. I could be out all day and not buy anything, but just being at stores and looking at stuff and touching things, I love it.
I used
Shop-
to, don't anymore.
Shopping is starting to become dangerous, though. Like, I went shopping with my son the other day, and people don't care. They're just going to run you over with a basket. They
Yeah.
don't pay attention to somebody small. They're going so fast and going around corners. They don't even apologize when they hit my son.
Yeah, because they're in their zone.
Yeah, people.
Bro, you know what's funny is, you want to know something? I'd be in the grocery store and I'd be pushing the cart and people would see me and they'll actually stop. They're like, "You're good to go through." I get the
They clear
total
the way.
opposite. Yeah, they see me, they look up and they're like, "Yeah."
I'll tell you one thing. I like wearing my blue shirt when I go out shopping. Sometimes if it's at Walmart, even though I wear black all the time, I have a blue shirt specifically for Walmart because people will think I work there and they'll ask me where something's at, and I tell them the complete opposite way.
Oh, you're horrible.
I am because people were asking me so much stuff. Like, I've had people, even when I worked there a long time ago, people come to the electronic department and be like, "Where are the TVs?" And they could just look on the side instead of expecting somebody else to show them. They can look to their left and see TVs right there on the wall. I don't. Yeah, it makes no sense to come and ask, but they do.
Yeah, Brooke's the same as me. Too much peopling for me. LOL. I get anxious. But yeah, because of my mental breakdown I had, I do have like a lot of social anxiety now that I didn't have before. So years ago, it'd be fine going shopping all day. But no, not anymore. It's like in and out as quick as possible and try not to talk to anyone. Try not to catch anyone's eye, just in case they know me and want to have a conversation. I'm like, oh no, let me go. I need to get out of here. But I used to start up conversations with strangers all the time. Not anymore.
I
I
used to
can't
have
stand it.
social anxiety back when I was before I quit drinking. I used to have social anxiety. You know how when you drank, you got social with everybody.
Yeah.
Before I drank, like if I was at the club and I hadn't had a drink, I'm like, or at the bar, I'm in the back corner where no
Yeah.
one can see me. I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Like I'm holding up the wall. The wall's not holding me up. I'm holding up the wall. You know, like watching. I'm like watching, making sure no one's trying to come at me or anything like that. It's how I always was. I
Yeah,
always thought,
isn't that crazy? Didn't you ever have people come up to you if they knew you had money? Like when I won a karaoke competition, I won $400 and I bought myself some beers. And even though I'm in my own little corner, just like you just said, I would have people start coming up to me asking how I was doing because they want me to buy them stuff.
Yeah.
see,
Did you-
no one bothered me because I was intimidating in the first place because of my size. I'm a rather large individual. So people wouldn't come up to me because they'd be intimidated. The girls would. Girls would walk by and be like, "You need to smile, put a smile on your face. There you go, gorgeous," and keep walking. You know. but
I had
the
I used to have them try to get me on the dance floor, and I'm like, I don't dance. They're like, well,
I
try
got
at least, and I would just headbang and throw the horns up and just like headbang to metal music. I'm like, that's my dance.
I got 2 left feet. Now I used to be agile. I used to be a gymnast back in the day, so I'm like, I could do a split. You want me to do a split for you?
Oh my god, oh, I
Yeah,
can't do that.
six
Dang.
foot six, 6'6". Imagine seeing a 6'6", 280-pound dude do a split.
Was you the bottom of the cheerleading squad? You know, the ones that lifted up all the girls.
No. I was a gymnast, not a cheerleader.
Oh
So
no,
I
I'm
used to.
I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you in them tight trousers doing the cheerleading.
Yep.
Sorry.
Hi.
With your pom poms. Oh dear me.
Oh well, then that's a secret weapon. If they go to a competition, they're going to win automatically because he's in the cheerleading group.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be like, oh, the big guys over there, man. Yeah, we forfeit. We're done.
Well, you do get male cheerleaders, and they do tend to be the ones throwing the girls up in the air.
Yeah, one of my best friends is we used to be a cheerleader. He's actually trains people to sing now, like professionally and stuff. And he's been in state competitions and stuff. He's a singer now, but yeah.
Mm.
So if those are wondering, the first 45 minutes of this live is about people pleasers.
Yeah.
The second half an hour of this live, it goes off the rails and we talk about a little of everything. We do talk about pleasing people, but we also talk about other things too. We also talk about vampire, werewolf, zombie music.
Yeah.
You saw how I changed your nickname, right?
I did see that. What are you talking about right down there?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Cool.
So
Because
now that whenever you come up,
it's on my other title. Cool.
yeah. So whenever you come up, it says Vibrant 2002 Vampire, Werewolf, Zombie.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, rock on, people.
Yeah, sweet Sleuthy. It was good seeing you last night on panel. You know, yes. You
I
know,
mean,
I will tell you about Sweet and Sleuthy, right? When she talks from the heart. She talks from the heart because, you know, when she's into a subject, she's into that subject and she's in it with a feeling. So she's got a heart of gold.
I don't have a black spot. It's all swivel. It's true.
I don't believe it.
It's 100% true. No one
What?
believes it. I'm evil.
I don't believe it. I don't. Usually those are the people that are like best
Hey,
people.
hey, I'm not saying nothing because Hannah slapped me through the screen.
Oh my God.
See, you heard that. Keep my mouth shut.
No,
It's not
no.
Monday yet.
No, I do have not a golden heart, but I do have a heart. It doesn't work all the time, but it works some of the times. But I
Especially on
do,
Monday, meaningful Monday.
yeah. Well, Meaningful One Day starts off a bit like yours. For the first half an hour, it's serious, and then the chat takes over, and we start talking about sex and toilets and pooping, and we're talking
Yes.
about pleasant things. Can we get back on topic, please?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'll carry on with. I'm going to carry on with the meaningful. So Meaningful Monday. I used to either do Meaningful or Mindful Mondays.
See what happened? See what April says about you, Hen?
Oh, shut up! I have not got a heavenly voice. That's for certain. Jeez, I'd hate the angels to sound like me. I'm just saying.
Oh, speaking
Well, we
of
have
that,
we do
Speaking
have
of that-
archangels, you know.
she might be working and watching, or she might not be here right now. But
Uh.
Angel might to keep control. Her birthday is today, so when you see her, wish her happy birthday. She might not be here today though. It might be tomorrow. I don't know.
Happy birthday
she's
to the
gotta pop
feedback.
in. If she pops in tomorrow in my chat, I'll sing
Happy birthday.
She
And it's
just-
weird because where she's from, today is tomorrow, and tomorrow for her is today.
Is she in Australia?
She's in New Zealand.
New Zealand, okay. Whatever she does, don't come into my chat because April will be able to attest for what our happy birthdays are like.
Usually, when we say Angel's lies to keep control, whenever Vibrant says her name, she usually just pops up.
Lurking.
Yeah.
She's a lurker.
She'll usually pop up.
Yeah, but I think she's out with her dad right now, so she's out doing birthday stuff.
April said it was the best. Yeah, you need new ears, April. Not only have you said me, I've got a heavenly voice. You said our birthday song was the best. No. Eddie, have you been in my chat when we've done a happy birthday song?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Come on, Hen. Come on, Hen. You guys when you guys did your Christmas carols and you guys were singing
Christmas karaoke.
Yes.
Mhm.
You guys sung me to sleep. It was so soothing.
Oh, shut up. Even
I
I
think-
don't want to hear me sing.
I'm thinking of trying something on a stream, a personal stream, honestly. But I'm wondering if I have a license for karaoke. I wonder if they'll dock me on YouTube for it, even with the commercial license.
Possibly not. So there is because you have a license to broadcast, but it's not worldwide. That's the only problem that I would say.
Yeah, it's probably state.
Yeah.
That you have it.
But people do karaoke streams all the time, and as long as you don't want to be monetized, you should be fine.
I don't care to be monetized.
So you might end up. So from my experience of karaoke streams, I've only ever had one shut down halfway through, and they said no. They put it on hold. But we've done quite a few karaoke streams, and you get a copyright claim. Not a strike, just a copyright claim. And sometimes it doesn't affect your channel at all. Sometimes
You have to get
it'll
whitelisted by the record label.
Yeah, sometimes it will say if you monetize the other person gets the money for it, or sometimes it will be blocked in certain territories.
Yeah.
And they tend to be the Middle East or Russia.
I don't know. I just because they're like if you're wanting to make if you're making a little bit of money or you want to be like at a club or in a
Yeah.
social setting or a stream setting, I have to buy the license. It's like $50 a year or so
Yeah.
for me to get the commercial license.
Yeah.
But it's only certain songs I can use that are under the license.
Right. Yes. Yeah. But even when I've used like karaoke, YouTube karaoke stuff, which is out there, it's available to do. It will be that channel will
Right.
claim me that I've used the karaoke channel.
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
what I was worried about because I get claimed. People try to claim my personal music as their own, which
Yeah.
I get that turned around every single time. But I think people just like to go and troll people and just turn them in. Oh my god, copyright! Just to
Mm.
be an a-hole. But I'll try it. I don't care. I don't care to make money on it. People want to hear me sing instead of doing my own stuff. I could do like other stuff because I only have like 3, 4 songs that are personally mine that I could do.
Do it. There's plenty of other people that are doing it already. That don't, they don't. As long as if you're not worried about getting monetized, it's not going to affect your channel. It might occasionally be that the stream is hidden in certain areas. I've only ever had one stream fully hidden, and that was taken away, and that was because I played a BBC clip.
Damn.
BBC they don't like you playing any
See,
of that.
but then it makes me question. It makes me question why it seems like that these karaoke Las Vegas streams. I just found out there are a
Mhm.
lot of streams for clubs. There's a couple of streams where they do karaoke if they're from Las Vegas. They don't get hit. It doesn't seem like they get hit at all. Because
Well,
most people that get hit, they shut down your stream instantly.
So
no, they don't.
so Rogue
That's only if
Knox
it's a
was
strike.
saying, because she's a DJ,
Yeah.
she has a DJ license. So Rogue Knox was saying to do the karaoke, you have to get whitelisted by the record companies. So you have to be on a specific list. If you have a DJ license and get whitelisted, the companies will split the ad revenue with you
Yeah.
because you have the license to do it.
Yeah.
So if you're licensed to do karaoke and you reach out to these record labels and
So I have
say,
to reach
hey,
out to the record label then.
No, you don't.
yes.
Damn
Well,
it.
yes, you do. To get
Um,
whitelisted, yes.
yeah, you possibly do to get whitelisted. But what I'm saying is, if you're not worried about getting revenue from it, if you're not worried about getting monetized, then you don't need to worry about it at all. Let me just.
Hello, Diana. Yeah, you just email them, she said. Rogue
Okay,
Knox
because I
said.
need to get my setup done. Like I repositioned my computer so I can plug my soundboard in and start getting my music setup done. Problem is I don't have enough USB ports. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do off of that. I might have to take some things away. But look, I got my camera repositioned, so I'm like closer. Which it's
You
not
look
really.
good.
It's
You
it's
look good
ghosting.
for a
It's ghosting a
vampire
little bit.
werewolf.
Hey,
You
I'm
look
really
good for
pale.
yeah, you look good for a vampire werewolf zombie.
Yeah,
Got a little bit too much color to your skin. You need to be grayer.
grayer.
Grayer zombie.
I can make myself grayer with all set up on my camera.
So Rogue Knox is an actual DJ. That's the reason why when you hear me introduce her as DJ Rogue Knox, it's because she's a real life DJ. And she is whitelisted by Sony and a couple of other record labels.
Yeah.
So if she has her turntable set up and she's live streaming, she can actually play on her setup music from Sony, music from other record labels, and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, because she had to get approval from those record companies.
But
So And
Can I
it's the same as karaoke because a lot of DJs do karaoke.
Yeah. I mean,
You're good, Hen. Go ahead.
but if he's not worried about getting monetized, then he doesn't know. I'm
Yes.
going to share something at the back, Eddie, so I can show you if that's okay.
You're good.
Okay. So if you want to bring it up, I'll show you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to spread the love of music, man. I just want to sing and just
So
have fun and do stuff.
this is from my Christmas karaoke stream. This is all the stuff that was copyright claimed. Okay. Where am I? I'm on the wrong thing. So if you look, go away, you. If I scroll down, all of it was all these songs were copyright claimed, but they have not affected my channel. No impact, no impact, no impact, no impact. I don't have a license, but all of them songs were copyright claimed. Occasionally, if it's a copyright claim, it will affect your channel, and it will say that you cannot be monetized, or it will say that it's blocked in certain territories. But it's never, look, nothing. Not affected.
So what happens
Yeah,
is
not hit with a strike. Yeah.
no strike.
What a copyright claim is if you got any revenue coming in from it,
They're gonna get it.
But none of these have asked for shared revenues. Otherwise, it would say that.
Because it would say copyright claim.
Yeah, well, these are all copyright claims.
No, it would say copyright claim. It would say claim, and that means that if your channel was monetized.
Yeah. But no, if but I've had copyright claims, and it says that if I would have to share the revenue, it doesn't matter because I don't have any revenue. I'm not monetized. But even if I was to get monetized, they can now. So, for example, if I started monetizing my channel, anything that I've played before that had that shared monetization, it would then go after that.
Yes.
That makes sense, views after that. But yeah, if you're not worried about earning money out of it, or you're not worried about sharing monetization if you do earn money out of it, you'll probably find maybe occasionally that it will get blocked in certain territories, or it will be shut down, but it won't get shut. I've only ever had one shut down halfway through a stream.
The two record labels that you do not want to play from, and I know this from personal experience, is UMG, Universal Music Group, or Warner Music Group, WMG. Who's going to bed?
Eco Spice.
Good night, Eco.
Good night. Rock on.
So that my 12-hour stream got removed because of that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do another 12-hour stream, and I'm just not going to play certain music.
But that was the beginning, right? Because you had to restart your stream again, didn't you?
Yes.
But you didn't get hit afterwards, did you?
I didn't restart my stream. I just let it play through.
You just have to stop. You just have to stop playing that particular piece of music or video, whatever it is. And
I was hoping they didn't try to claim you again. Those people with my personal music, they just go around and then just.
No, the stream got shut down anyway. So
okay.
Like I can see it on my end, but you guys can't.
Yeah. A friend of mine, and a friend of mine was a musician, and I did an interview on my second channel with her, and I played a piece of her music, and it got a copyright claim, and I'm like, oh dear, because I'd actually said, is it okay if I play? Yeah, please play it. You know, and it got a copyright claim because it was automatic. It was not that she put in the claim; it's automatic. So I had to message her and say, look, it's put in a copyright claim. She goes, okay, I'll try and sort that out for you. But yeah, it's an automatic YouTube copyright claim.
Yeah, well, I think well, in my case, I have trolls, right? And I have this this church group that goes against things that I say and all that stuff. Anyways, I'm thinking they flag me or they report me, and then the automatic thing kicks in. And then they put a thing. I had to fight with YouTube a couple of times with some of my music. Like every time I post one of my pieces, it gets completely claimed, and then I have to call and talk to YouTube about getting it getting it unhit because it's my personal stuff, and I have the proof that it's all mine. So I just send them an email on the proof, and then it's like they fix it. But I don't understand why.
Ragnarok says a friend of mine is a musician. He couldn't even play his own music from when he was on a label, or they would strike him. And that sort of makes sense too.
Yeah.
So, well, on that note,
Yeah.
it's getting to be about that time.
He's saying good night,
So,
people. He's kicking us off.
and
Man,
We
it's only
should-
an hour and a half. Come on.
We should all whisper. That's why everybody gets into a somber mood to settle down.
oh, I never whisper until I go to sleep.
That's what I mean. Put everybody to sleep.
Emily says no.
We
Yeah.
can talk like this.
That's
All
beautiful.
right. So,
That's amazing, aren't it?
yes, it was amazing.
Good night, sweetheart. I'm not gonna start singing. I can't sing. I love it, April.
But
Love
Zeddy,
that
thank
song.
you for coming up.
I
Vibrant, thank you
wait.
for coming up.
You're welcome.
I dare you to do the Shine on Now part to April's song she was singing, Eddie. You got the deep voice for it.
What? Good night, sweetheart.
Well, it's time to go.
It's like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
Yeah.
night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
There you go.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, baby, but I really must go. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.
And she says she can't sing.
Beautiful. Yay.
See,
Good
she
job.
just lied to everybody. She said she can't sing.
Yeah, she can carry a tune.
Sometimes.
She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I don't care though. That's the thing. I know I'm not a great singer, but I just, I enjoy singing, so I will sing whether you like it or not.
But thank you for coming up, Hen. You're always welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And hope your cup of, coffee was good?
Tea. No, not coffee. Coffee is the devil's drink.
Coffee's my drink.
You're the devil then.
But I didn't drink coffee this stream. I had a bottle of Haterade and a bottle of water.
Okay.
You know, Haterade, bottle of Gatorade.
We don't have
I
it.
always drink Haterade for the haters.
We don't have that over here.
Oh, okay.
I think we might actually. Wouldn't. No.
Anyways, I'm gonna jump down. Thanks for having me up.
Thank you, Viper.
Yeah, let me know when you want to do some music thing or something. I remember you said you wanted me to explain the writing process that I do or something.
Yes.
Yep, just let me know, man.
All right, brother.
Brits do drink
Right.
coffee as well, Emily.
Eddie, of course she's drinking tea.
Yeah. I'll let you say your goodbye to everyone. I'll let you.
Thank you, Hen.
Bye, everyone.
So thank you guys for being here. You guys are an amazing bunch of people. The ones lurking in the background. Brooke, I hope you made it home safely from driving. But thank you guys for being here. You guys like I said, amazing group of people just to sit here and listen to people just talk about life, about personal life, about just whatever. So, you guys are some amazing supporters of this channel, and it keeps growing and growing because of you guys. So, but thank you, Sweet and Sleuthy, for popping back around. I'm glad to see you back around, and I hope you're doing well. Michelle Johnson, thank you for being here. Just Call Me Hen, thank you for coming up. ZD, thank you for coming up. Emily, DJ, Rogue Knox, April, all the ones in chat, all my mods, thank you very much. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Sunday I will be off, but I'll see you guys Saturday night, 7 p.m. I haven't figured out what the live's about. I'll think about it, and I'll schedule a live for tomorrow. So thank you guys. Have a good night. All Things Serious out.